Let's bring Russ in, man. He's been waiting back.
Here, can you go ahead and bring him in? I'm going to load up a file real quick.
Go ahead. Here we go, Russ. Here we go in Chance. Let's see here. Hold on. Gentlemen. Oh, look at the glass. The glass color matches. Pull it up again.
What's up?
Sir. Hey.
Yes, sir.
Bourbon.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
I got sweet tea.
Understood.
Milo zero sugar sweet tea.
Understood. Gentlemen, what the hell has been up? Man, I feel like it's been forever.
Gas prices.
Ha.
Ain't no shit.
Also very true.
Hence the reason I don't go to Biloxi very often anymore.
Yeah, I noticed, by the way.
Shit, it's $100 to drive to fill my truck up.
I know. Russ, can you say something? Is your mic muted? Can we hear you? Oh, it's muted. Look.
Yep.
Now you got me.
Yeah, we got you
now.
now.
Yes, sir.
Got me now. Sweet.
Yeah, Jared had you muted. Sorry.
What's up?
I didn't do that.
What's up, Christian?
Christian, what's up, dude?
What's up?
Okay, we can hear you too. Perfect.
We haven't seen
All
our
right,
drummer
gentlemen.
in like 2 weeks. He lives in Des Moines and we're down here in Missouri. So
First off, Russ, great hat.
Yes.
yeah,
That's an
Sound
OG
boy.
hat too, by the way.
That is
hold
an
on.
I
OG
got it
hat.
at the 30 Fest last year.
Yep.
Hey, hold on to that hat, okay? Because that's a limited edition as of right now.
Oh, it's going up in value.
That's it.
It's like an NFT, except it's on your head.
There you go.
So fill us in what's been going on, and I mean we kind of know what's going on, but let everybody else know what's going on. This was a last minute decision to do this, so I'm super excited that you guys went ahead and chose us to do this tonight. I had a teaser, I guess back in March. You kind of sent me something on this. I don't think it was mastered yet. I don't remember, but
No, it was.
I remember listening to it.
Yeah.
And now we get to premiere the video tonight. So super excited about that. So fill us in what's been going on with Etched in Embers.
Well, I appreciate Matt reaching out to us on that too, because we were unsure of how to drop the video. I wasn't sure where we were going to debut it on the YouTube channel. We also upload to Space on Travel, a couple different sites. So I wasn't sure how we were going to lay it out. And I just, when he messaged, I was like, hell yeah, let's do it. And I didn't want to hit you up last minute either. So
we're down with last minute.
well, now that I heard that on Monday he didn't even know who's going to be on the show, maybe I should have hit him up on Sunday.
Hey, he's giving away our secrets here. It's like this is a damn held together by duct tape kind of show. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, we got a local radio guy that does a homegrown show. He'll call me and be like, man, I need a band.
Yep.
Yeah. We like to portray that we know what the fuck we're doing, but sometimes we do and sometimes we don't, you know?
Right on. Well, we are anxiously, we have been anxiously awaiting this week for release date. It's been a year since we dropped a song.
Yep.
Yeah.
I believe that because I when I saw the teaser that you put out the other day, and I've seen a couple other things here and there, and I'm like, man, is Facebook, the algorithm and all this shit like siphoning y'all off for me, or have y'all been, like what's been going on?
We've been impatient to release new music, that's for sure.
Yeah.
We got plenty of that coming, so we're super excited about that.
But yeah, you're probably not seeing as much as we'd like you to see with the Facebook algorithms. I mean, we can't pay for a ad or a sponsored post or a boosted post and get the same results we got a year ago.
Well, no. That's true. You're 100% right. Without increasing your spend, right? You could. You got to increase your spend.
Yeah,
but I guess
I've spent a fair amount of money on Facebook. It's like, people, what the hell, man?
Right. But I guess what I meant was there, because you just said no new song in the past year, right? Is that have you been in the lab? Have you been? What have y'all been doing that's kind of? What have you been dedicating your time?
Well, we've got 2 other singles, ready to go after this. We have been on the fence about doing a full-length release, a CD.
All at once of new stuff?
Yeah, well, I think and I talked to Chance a little bit about this. This will be the first Christian's heard of it, but I think we're going to go ahead and bite the bullet and throw out an EP probably in the fourth quarter this year, late to 2022. It'll have a couple of the releases we've done already, including and then in addition the unreleased tracks and probably another one that will be in the studio here shortly tracking as well. So at least 1 or 2.
So EP though, not like
yeah,
a
an
12
EP,
song.
not like a whole new album.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
No, we've been fight. You know, we early on we had some suggestions to do a full length, and then now that's kind of turned on us. And we were going the single route. Obviously, that's what we've done. We could have thrown out a couple CDs by now if we had the money to do it because we've got the material. But you know, a couple different people in our ear saying, just keep doing singles, and somebody, you know, why do a single or why do a CD if you're not signed yet? Those kinds of things.
Well, you know, look, and I'm sure we've talked about it as many times as y'all been on the show, you know, and I'm old enough to, you know, Kevin, you've been in the radio business for years. It's like, and the old way was the CD, right? But it's changed, and I kind of hate that, but that ain't the game anymore, right? So do the singles, do the videos, and do the push. You know, but you just, if you dump 10 songs all at once, they're just going to get caught up in the noise.
You know what? I'm right with you because I feel so strongly about a lot of the stuff that we write that it would be hard for me to have a whole lot of album cuts.
Yeah.
I still like CDs.
No, I do too.
No, you listen to what I said. I do too. I'm again old enough to know, like when you had Kevin, the single, right? It hit the radio and then the album came out. Maybe they did 2 singles. That was probably rare, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, 2 or 3.
It's not the game anymore. It's not the game anymore. Unfortunately,
the Spirit Box route where you just drop single after single after single, and then drop the CD that had all the singles on it. You know, it's like damn.
Yeah.
There you go. You're right. Yeah, exactly. They like test the waters. That worked a little. Test the waters. That worked better. That worked better, and then just put out all together and call that a CD and put it out with like bonus material.
Yeah,
like
Memphis Mayfire just did the same thing. Mayfire just did the same thing. When they released their album, I think there was like 1, maybe 2 new songs, but it was like an 8-song
everything
album,
else was a previous release,
and everything was a single. Yeah,
it's a sign of the time.
They added the whole album to Octane when Ice Nine Kills. It's like they had the whole damn album. Motionless in White, I think they had the whole damn album. You know, on Octane, it's like shit. We wouldn't have that benefit. Or else, we'll throw out an album if you're going to add everything to rotation.
Now say that again. You say Ice Nine Kills, Motionless in White. They didn't release it all at once, though. You're saying they did one, then they did one.
Well, I'm just saying when the album dropped, they're fortunate enough to have damn near every song on an album added to Octane rotation.
Yeah,
had already been though, right? It had already.
Well,
been.
some of them, yes, and then some that hadn't been. But you know, we want everybody to hear the tunes, and I think that I love album cuts. I love deeper tracks, but. I like play
first song that ties into second song that has an interlude that's cool, then third song, like the whole up and down breath of like Tool does it better than anybody. Pink Floyd going way, but you know what I mean. But go to hell, Kevin. But you know what I mean. But nowadays, it's just different. Like if you're up and coming, you have to fight the algorithms. You have to play that way. You know, I don't know, man.
Rush 2112.
Yes. Now, how do you make that record right now? If you're unsigned today, right now, you've got that. How do you get it out without without $2 million record deals and all that shit? How do you do it? Right? It can be done.
Well, we can record songs fairly cheaply right now, but
correct.
If you're looking at album artwork and promotion of it takes a lot of money. I mean, people don't realize how much we have wrapped up in a single.
I mean,
shit, you can go buy yourself a car. It's insane what we spend to put stuff out to radio, and a lot of it just goes by the wayside. But I mean, we want to keep coming back to the plate.
I think,
and at the same time, we're also putting money into like you said about this last year, what have we been doing? We're not only just trying to figure out game plans for the new singles that we've had recorded for a while, but we're also putting money into how do we make our production live production look professional? How do we make ourselves look like a professional band on stage, like with lights, with, new gear. It's just, that's another thing we've been focusing on a lot this year is let's make ourselves also look even better on stage as well.
You would if you seen us now versus what you seen at last year's 30 Fest, we have grown incredibly.
I want to say something. Go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No worries. I'm just saying the what we've taken on, or what the changes we've made within the band for not only our as far as singles and things like that, but like Chance said, the production quality, going to full in ears the whole band, because we were running kind of light on different things, getting rid of the rigs, going with Kempers and head rushes. we have a nice setup, and we have pretty decent light production that goes with that. We've just got to find the crew to be there at the shows to get.
Yeah, you also have the knowledge. Even if you have all that stuff sitting in front of you, it takes a lot to know even how to program all that stuff.
See, now you're opening up the can. This is great because look,
it's crazy.
Couple things I want to say. I'll start there. So I've talked to like a couple guys. I won't name names. I don't know if people want to, put this out there or not, but like some of the old school guys like me, it's like, dude, all we want is like 2x12, 4x12 cabinets and rip and go, but what's changing? Well, people are playing now to backing tracks using these things like the head rush, right? These all-in-one, MIDI out boards that can be hooked up to Pro Tools and have the backing tracks and all that shit. The fans see that and hear that, and to them it's better, right? Because it's all this shit going on, and it is cool. It is cool, but you're right. If you don't have the right guy running it, or you don't know how to do it yourself, when that shit goes wring, it goes wrong. So that's a risk, right?
Hey, it's happened to us. It's happened to us. I made the dumbass decision to go from a Windows-based system to a Mac system the day of a big show.
Oh, not smart.
Fuck that idea. No, somebody should have smacked me. I was on little sleep, but so it does happen. The more technology you have on there, it happens. But I will tell you this:
more points of failure.
But I will say this: in our ears, when we play these shows, what we're hearing is exactly the same every time, and it sounds like a concert. But we rely so heavily on front of house engineers, and we're just cut off from them. I'm old school, 412s. Give me a wedge in front of me, let me roll like that. But what we're looking at, and we're all self-contained. We mic everything ourselves now. We carry all of our own stands, everything. We do everything, and send a split snake to the front of house. So it's the new way. To be relevant, we have to do it. But we're flying on those stages in 10 minutes and 30 minutes setting back off it. It has to run really damn smooth. You brought up Kevin. I'm sorry, I'm rolling here because he's hitting nerves.
The question I had, the statement I had is way back here.
Yeah, I know,
but conversation has gone like 8 miles away from where I wanted to talk.
Yeah, but this is the shit that I've been saying off side stage with people, and people are telling me, and it's like y'all are nailing it, dude. Okay,
the musician and Jared losing his mind right now.
I am, because look, dude, I got a band and we got a show coming up, but like we're not engaged. We're just playing 2 a year just for fun, keeping just out there, right? Not like you guys that are trying to do it, right? So I'm seeing all this shit and I'm going, you know what? Like, okay, it's evolving. Like, don't be the old man on the sideline. I get it, but you're right. When y'all do all this shit, it sounds like a concert in your ears. Well, if front of house messes it up for you, it sounds like a train wreck for me in the audience. And we're all sitting there going like this. We're like, do they not know this? And
we don't.
And I know you don't. I know now, and I've known over a couple years now. But like the average Joe, listener is going like, "What is wrong here?" And they don't understand. And y'all are jamming out, and and you're hitting all the parts, but it's missing something, right? So I say all that to say one band that I know that's doing it well, and I don't know how much they use digital versus analog still, but I know this part. Blacktop Mojo has a dedicated sound front of house guy that rolls with them. I'm not going to get too much in their business, but I know that they make a sacrifice to make sure he's there. Does that make sense?
The only ones too.
Yeah.
Most bands touring would hope to have their own front of house engineer. We just seen it with Nonpoint Varsity, down there, and Crown the Empire, Afterlife, guys like that. We just, at the level we're at, it's tough to be able to afford somebody that is good. I've done sound. I've did festival sound, different things like that. I used to own a rig and carry it around, do shows. It's tough to have somebody that knows the ins and outs of walking in a club for the first time, possibly, and getting that shit wrapped up tight where it sounds good. It's tough. We seen that with Varsity the other night. They great band, great guys, but the venue, they struggled a little bit first couple songs. Got it figured out, and it's what happens out here.
They were awesome.
Yes. Yeah. We do rely on front of house guys. I've learned tip them before the show, not after the show.
Yeah. But I mean, that's Yeah, that's the part. Like, I hope fans are listening. I think we have probably I hope we have a decent mix of artists and fans or whatever, but that's the stuff that you may not get when you go to a show. You may not understand, like, why is this off or that's off? At this level of the game, there's a lot of factors that play into it. It's not just the performance of the artist, unfortunately, right? Like, that's just how it is. It's how
one cable can ruin a damn show.
One fader. One fader.
It's so simple to screw a show up. It's extremely difficult to get it right.
Yeah.
So it's just, there's so much there that happens. And we're fortunate the fans understand when we have technical difficulties. We try to be really upfront with them about that. Hey, we're experiencing some things up here. We want you to know what's going on. Try to stay in tune with them. I will say with the in-ear things, though, back to that, is when you have in-ears in, you're cut off from your audience tremendously unless you have a mic face towards them specifically for crowd. So it's a little difficult. It's been a learning experience for us too, to get that good crowd balance and play off them because of the disconnect from having those ears.
And that's such a huge part of the show, right? It's not just how well you perform, because obviously that's important, but that exchange of energy between yourself, your band, and the crowd is the connect. That is the thing.
Yeah.
So yeah.
We play better. I mean, all the bands say we're going to throw the same show out to 5 people as we are to 500 people. Yeah, I want to say that too, but I guarantee if there's 500 people in front of me, you're going to probably get a better performance than if there's 5.
It's a drug. It's a drug.
Yeah.
It for sure is. There's no doubt about that. The only last thing I'll say to recap that whole conversation was, though, no matter whether it's in-ears, wedge monitors, front of house guy or not, you have to have great songs and you have to be able to do those live. And I can attest from the Dirty 30 Fest that you guys do that. So I want to say that.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
That's a for sure.
I appreciate that. We've been polishing her up still. If you're not learning or growing, you're doing something wrong. I want to study other bands, learn from them, and try to be at the level that we're trying to compete at. And, I hate to even use that term because people say, oh, it's not a competition. It is in the sense that we're all trying to gain shelf space in a very crowded market. And it's not about any band.
Sorry, Kevin. Maybe we should stop.
We did this last time, Jared.
I know, because I apologize. Roll the tape back. I apologized to him like 10 minutes ago, so I don't feel guilty about that shit.
It's
last time I was over.
I fully get to the point now where I understand when Jared gets going that it's grab my tea.
Yeah.
Back.
But I'm not trying to be an asshole. These guys are saying every single thing like that I hear on the sidelines, like as a guy.
But that's the kind of stuff that we like about this show. I'm the radio guy. I have the radio background. I know that kind of stuff.
Right.
Jared's the musician. Jared can dig deep and go and dive deep into shit that I will never be able to talk about. I mean, I can't even tell you what a fucking drum
here because, like I said, I've had these conversations.
I don't care. I care, but
right. Yeah, anyway. No, I love to hear that though. It's like, man, this is what we were saying. Like, I know the other musicians in the crowd come up. We're all saying the same shit. Like, it's a thing, man.
Yeah.
So it's officially changed today. It's hashtag Kevin fucked up and hashtag Jared's an asshole.
Fine, that's good. The circle of life, sir.
No, but I'm going to go back to what I did want to say when you were talking about how much money goes into a single, and then sometimes it gets pushed to the side. And I remember days of they used to send CDs to the radio station. You'd get the single, the CD that just had the single on it. You'd walk into the music director's office or whatever, and it just stacks. It looks like Scrooge McDuck's cash on his damn table.
Yeah.
And every one of them ended up either getting thrown away or, oh, here, just take this CD. I don't want it. And I'm like, that was the whole reason I wanted to start the sound, was shit like that. How much shit got thrown in the trash
that was good,
that people didn't pay attention to, that was fucking good.
Yep.
So,
yep.
And on that note, I'm thankful for the Spotifys and things like that, because I would have never been able to hear them because that CD got thrown away. Right. Would never known about them.
Well, you mentioned earlier the cost of recording a song has come down so much.
Mm-hmm.
It's unbelievable. So like to the person on the outside looking in might say, well, the cost is down. So what's the problem? Why do you keep talking about how much it costs? It's like, well, you don't understand. A couple things have happened. Cost to records came down. Cost to record video has came down, which then puts more people in the market, right? Which then makes me have to compete more with the now all the channels of distribution, Spotify, Facebook, YouTube, and all this stuff. So it's more crowded, even though it lowered the barrier of entry and more people are there.
Yeah. And it's easier to get a very polished product, now Correct. For a cheaper amount. But, we do find that when we do, and this was something for us to learn when this band was early or young was, okay, we're spending this money on the recording and the production of the song, but it's a lot harder to spend equal amounts of money on artwork and things that make that song as professional looking as possible. You want to cut corners somewhere. And most bands, I don't think there's a band out there that doesn't have a gung-ho, we can do this on our own attitude. But some things you just have to learn are better left to others.
Yep.
So we learned that.
Well, so let's premiere this video.
Yeah, people are getting pissed.
They're getting antsy in the chat room there.
Cindy, that comment hurts. This one hurts right here. Oh, that hurts. I'll be honest with you.
Jared talks a lot.
Yeah, my kids say I talk a lot too. So Jared and I could probably we talk till next Wednesday.
I try to listen though, man. You got me fired up because
my old boss used to have a stack of it looked like Legos, but it was blue and green and red and yellow, and it was your different type of personalities. So Sunshine Yellow, which he always called himself, was doors open, come talk to me, we'll talk all day long. And he was like, Kevin, you're red. I was like, well, what's red? He goes, be brief and be done. I was like, okay, I get it. So, but so tell us about Fear.
Okay, real quick before I talk about Fear is this whole time I thought Christian wouldn't have had a fucking shirt made that said Fear on it, but it's a Beartooth
No, it
shirt.
says Beartooth.
Showed up with a shirt that said Fear on it. He's ready for this shit, man. This song was kind of we actually did when we recorded this was recorded last, but we decided to drop it first because of the just the content in it, and we felt it was a stronger radio song than what we have on the back burner. We're going to progressively get a little bit heavier over the next couple of releases. We didn't want to try to bring it too heavy into people's faces. Video was done by Juan Ibanez, who did our Bring Me Back video.
He's awesome.
He also did the other one that we'll be releasing later on in the fall. I'm stoked for the tune. It was the tune that we went into the studio thinking that we were going to try to keep it as close to the original as we could, and we come out pretty good on that end. So I just, I was up till 5 o'clock in the morning writing additional verses to this song. This one stressed me out bad because I felt a lot of weight on my shoulders. Everybody else was sleeping. I was drinking myself silly till 5 o'clock in the morning before I went in and sang this son of a bitch.
Good.
But I'm so pleased with the way it came out.
Well, yeah, it was tough to choose between this one and the one we recorded before this, what we were going to release. That was the big.
Yeah.
I know when we recorded the first one, we were like this song is killer. It was like, we can't get better than this. And then we recorded this one. We were like, well, damn, maybe we can.
I'm already excited for the next one. I'm excited for them all. So.
Me too.
Yeah.
Let's just debut them both tonight.
There you go.
You can't release them out in the wild to die these days. Like you said, it's competitive. You got to have a game plan.
Yep.
Well, I will sum it up the Monday after we tracked this song, or no, the Monday after we got this song, I guess it was after we tracked it or whatever, got the mix back. Our producer, Chris Dawson, put us all in a group chat and said, boys, you fucking killed it. And that hadn't happened before. We've done this, our third or fourth song with them. That was a real good pat on the back from somebody that we respect. That when we're learning to people as we go into the studio. We never met Chris before we were back in the studio for Bring Me Back. We were working remotely because of COVID. So until you get in the room, you don't know what the fucking happened. It could have went horribly wrong, could have been great. And I think we have turned out some great shit with that combination and that chemistry in there.
Let's hear it. Let's do it.
I will forever remember the date of that show that I missed, that we had Chris Dawson on the show.
That was fun. I mean, not that you missed it, but that was, I was pumped
whatever.
about that.
You said it first. I understand. All right. It's over with. Here's Etched in Embers. When does the video actually release?
The video releases tomorrow. We wanted to give the
tomorrow
guys
at 8
first crack at tomorrow at 8:00 is a premiere on YouTube. Even if you watch tonight, go on there and check it out with us. I'll be watching live as well. And then the song drops Friday, and we put money behind this to go to radio. It hits radio waves on July 5th.
Love it.
So, and yeah, everybody's excited for it. So we're just gonna go and roll into it. Hey, but before we roll into it, let me
what an asshole.
All right, here we go. Here it is. It is the new one.
You are not the father.
Etched in Embers. It is called Fear, and you're seeing the video first right here on the Sound 228.
Yeah.
It's a little ditty.
I'm not surprised that didn't disappoint.
So I was going to ask, but Matt put it in the comments as well. So when you sent me the link for this, it was the video and of course the single itself, the MP3. Can we go early on this?
Did I send you? I sent you a wave. You can convert that, but yeah. Go early on it. Yeah, absolutely.
Now we'll do the official ad on the 5th. So
yeah, I mean,
so you can get into that most added section. But all right, tomorrow, every hour, you will hear the new Etched in Embers.
Oh, yeah. That's sexy right there. Thank you guys for that. That helps us out a ton. And we hope it helps. Yeah, and we hope it helps you guys out a ton too.
Well, man, I mean, the thanks are all around because we appreciate the support and that you would even want to play it. So
no, I said it earlier, man. Like we saw you guys live. Like we found you on the internet first, talked to you first, heard the songs, and then saw you live, and it's exactly what it should be. I mean, it was a great friggin' show,
even through the rain.
Yeah,
all
the way around. Yeah.
But we were going to play in the damn parking lot if we had to, because we just drove 11 hours.
Yep.
I know, and that's another thing. Like the commute for you guys, like I don't know, man. It's just been such a great experience getting to know y'all, even from the live show through virtual, everything. Hearing the music, man. Like we're just fans, and we appreciate that shit.
Well, I appreciate that, and we appreciate you guys. And I'm talking to Kevin. We just chatted a little bit just through Messenger. I'm hoping to work something out where we can come back down through there for a little run. So
absolutely, we will make that happen. You never know. We may just. I put it together right now in my head. I'm like, so we do this suicide prevention fundraiser. Eternal Frequency and Vision. Let's get Etched in Embers in it. We just got to figure out where to put it at.
Right.
Don't get me started, Kevin.
Oh, we can figure it out.
All right.
Jared likes telling you where to put things, Kevin.
Oh, nice. I'm clipping that video.
Cool. That's good. Impressive. So, and Lisa's like, let's get a graphic out and promote that exclusive. Okay. That just means more work, Lisa.
Yeah.
I'll figure something out. I'll have something for it. So,
well, we're, to be honest with you, we're genuinely concerned about the reach being squashed on the video, the song, just because of the content. It gets a COVID flag every time they share it.
That's true. It gets a little COVID thing underneath Facebook because it's got the COVID-19 on there.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know how
we live in, ladies and gentlemen. So take that to note too. Just a little, because y'all flashed that, then now we're going to suppress this video. That makes total sense. I love it.
Yeah. Well, and that was we didn't choose what was being flashed across that screen. Our producer did. He kind of had some ideas, and the videographer did. And I was fine with it because it really does hit on the points of where I think that we're governed by fear. Both, if the more scared they can keep us about things, the more control or power they have. So.
Hey, correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't art?
You're wrong.
Part of it supposed to be about pushing back against things and questioning things. Isn't that kind of your job as an artist a little bit?
Yeah. Until cancel culture come along and they say, I don't like what you say. I mean, you're holding your mouth wrong. You're canceled.
Yeah. It's not all about just toting the party line. I don't mean that politically necessarily. I'm just saying, like, it's not all about just saying what the narrative is. Like, you should push back a little bit.
Make no mistake, we are all suffering from an out of control government.
Correct.
We are all suffering. It's not one side or the other. The way this country is ran, none of us could run our household this way.
Correct.
It's ridiculous.
And it's designed to divide.
It absolutely is. And that's unfortunate because I know that most of the people around me genuinely care about how well others are doing. Yes. We're not all assholes to people. I mean,
even if you disagree with that person.
I mean, I just don't get it. I mean, I don't care what you want to do with your life, who you love, what you do. I don't care. I just want us all to get along, for fuck's sake. It's ridiculous.
Yep.
But I agree 100% on that one.
Yeah.
Just get along.
But nobody wants me to say that. Nobody. Yeah. I don't know.
Well, we just keep fighting the good fight. That's all we can do.
Yeah. Yep. Just keep singing our songs, going to shows. If we can afford to go to shows anymore,
I got a feeling that'll always be affordable in whatever way capacity. Right now, they may try to COVID shut it down again, but people were live streaming too to circumvent.
Well, like
that,
Chance said, I think earlier, music is a drug. It's it is therapy. It's a drug. It cures a lot of things, but it also opens wounds. Music is a very versatile thing. It can open a wound from a bad relationship, and it can heal that same damn wound too. So.
At the same time with the same song. You're right.
Yeah. But different times in your lives, even.
Yep. That's the beauty of it.
I'm just glad you guys are rolling again.
Oh, yeah, we're going to keep rolling. Trust me.
We never stopped. It was just back end work on the back end.
And I fully understand that, but I mean, like we had your single, Russ. That I think we're still got pretty heavy going right now, but
against this.
The grudge match.
He just wanted to drop it the same day. Saying, he's like, maybe we can see how well your song will do against Etched In Embers. He wanted to crush him.
Yes.
That's funny.
I love it.
That's good stuff.
No, I'm thankful for all you guys have done for Selfish Little Lies, and I didn't put any promo on my end from it, and I get a lot of kick in the ass from people being like, why the hell didn't you send this on the radio? Why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? I don't know.
It's too expensive. I know why.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. That and there's just too many songs. I mean, I wish I could turn out 10 solo tunes right now because I got the songs and I got plenty more than that, but they're ones that, God damn, I'm going to die at some point and I'm not going to get all these songs recorded.
That's a good. I mean, that's kind of a good,
good problem.
Motivation. Chance would be like he's going to leave them all to me.
we'll just take that tuning peg, drop it a full step down, and record it. That's what
everything I've ever written in my life becomes a death metal song.
We're going deathcore when you die. Sorry.
No shit.
I'm just waiting on something. I'm wrapping up. So I'm talking and I'm trying to do something real quick. I want to make sure I have approval of it so I can send it off so we can go ahead and do it.
We'll just send you guys the new Etched In Embers song, the other one. We can watch that real quick.
There you go.
Nice.
We're terrible. Thank God we're not signed because we're like sharing clips of videos of songs that won't come out for 2 years. It's here's this little clip of a song. Yeah, they'll forget that by the time we put that song out.
Well, honestly, that's how the internet works. Yeah, I mean, people do. I mean,
so we'll use this if you guys are good with it.
Right on.
That's
Works
awesome.
for us. Yep. I will say, you have to get a new band. I need to send you a new band clip because even on the episode for this, the deal, you were using our old Crown image, which is a whole different, like half the band's different.
Oh shit.
So you remember how I said we put this together real quick?
Yeah.
I just went and grabbed and wasn't paying attention to anything. I just grabbed. And,
I'm just giving you shit. I'm not.
Look, that's tomorrow.
I'm still in the band.
That's tomorrow every hour, right, Kevin? One play every hour tomorrow. Tomorrow's my birthday, so that's going to be a kick-ass.
Hell yeah! Happy birthday, man!
Yeah.
Happy birthday!
Yeah.
I was wondering if he was going to make it through the show without mentioning it.
Kiss my ass, Kevin. You'd have led with that if it was your birthday.
You should have hired somebody to show up at his damn house tonight for the show. But just go knock on his door and come in and just I don't maybe like a strippergram or something.
Yeah, definitely. Like
we were actually this was talked about. We were actually supposed to have a surprise here at my house, but it didn't work out. We were going to debut the new Pardon the Scars tonight. They were just going to pop in at the house.
Oh, no shit.
And do that, but it didn't work out. So we'll get them on here soon. I can promise you that. Because
that's how I want to debut the next song, Kevin, is show up at your damn house. Don't you live close to the beach?
I am 10 minutes from Pensacola Beach.
Well, there you go.
Lucky.
Yeah.
We're going to drop
into the water faster. You just go to the right of the house and fall into the bay and then swim to the beach.
There you go.
There you go.
Well, I appreciate you having us on, and I'm glad the guys could make it. I wasn't sure because it was last minute too. I know Tyler. I think he's in a spot where he said he wouldn't have good cell service to be. Or
he's watching the Cardinals game.
I'm watching the Cardinals game right now. We're 3-2. That's what I was doing while I was in the waiting room.
And on that note, speaking of baseball, I got to say it, hotty toddy. Ole Miss Rebels winning the national championship. So last year Mississippi State, this year Ole Miss.
Almost USM too.
Pearl River Community College from Mississippi won the Community College National Championship in baseball.
Yep.
If we can find a little league team that could win the Little League World Series, we'd be on fire in Mississippi.
You sure you got a private school around there somewhere that like buys all their baseball players up?
I'm sure Brett Favre's paying some players somewhere. All right, guys. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Don't forget tomorrow, all day, every hour, you'll hear the new Etched In Embers song on the Sound 228 radio app. Download the app, go to the sound228.com, stream it, make your request. And
when you're listening to the radio app and that song comes on, screenshot it and post it to social and tag us and tag the band. That's what we want to see.
Right on. Normally I go on there and get it to where it alerts me if it plays, but I don't always have luck with that for some reason.
You know what? Ask Jared.
Monkey.
I went from Android to Apple, and I haven't gotten a notification from our app since I went to Apple.
And I get them all the time, so I don't know why. Maybe he should have stayed with Android like an adult. But anyway, that's another conversation.
See, I'm team Jared on this.
Now I know he gets them all the time, and I'm just going to sit there at 2:00 in the morning and just start sending text messages through the app.
There you go.
My favorite thing to do is to get up in the middle of the night and take a shit and just respond to everybody's notifications so their phone's going off all night long. This is truth. That's 100% truth. I'm not lying.
I can tell. I can tell. Thank y'all for joining with us tonight, man. We really appreciate it. Thank y'all for letting us debut.
Thank you for having us.
Hey, keep us in the loop as always, and we'll get y'all back down here on the coast and crush another show for us.
Hey, Christian, you're coming in Friday night for rehearsal, right?
Nope.
I'm just
schedule a band practice. Let's go.
Nope. I'm busy
on the
that
show
day,
live.
I think.
All right, guys.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Love you all.
Later.
Love you.
Same here.
Hey, 8:30 in the morning for work, Chance.